So here it is, the Roku 2 XD. This is a great set-top box streaming device that I got over the holiday, and I want to show you how it works with my TV. So watch. So once you get the box, you'll notice it is taped and sealed on the bottom. So we'll get out our handy dandy Leatherman, because all of you geeks have a Leatherman, right? Or Swiss Army knife, something of the like. Go ahead and cut that on the bottom and open it up. And there we have it. It says, hi, let's get started. So here's your quick start guide right there. And this is going to give you all the information on what's contained in here. Got the player, the remote, the batteries, the AV cable, and the power adapter. Did you notice something? That's an AV cable. It's not an HDMI cable. Now, why didn't they include the HDMI cable? That's one thing that bothers me. All of us know that you can buy a USB or an HDMI cable online, whether it's eBay or Amazon, for pennies on the dollar. So let me give you a little history on USB and HDMI. They're both digital connectors. They're either going to work or they're not. They're not like analog cables, so quality is a little bit trivial. Yes, it'll have to do with how long the cable lasts, but a $2 HDMI cable is going to serve you just as well as a $50 or $80 HDMI cable, because it's either going to send the data or it's not. That's how digital signals work. So when you go to get an HDMI cable to plug this in, because the whole point of buying an HD set-top box is to get, well, HD, try to find one that's inexpensive. Okay, so once we open the box, take out the remote, and we'll take out the box, and it's actually really small. And on the back, you have the HDMI cable, the micro SD, the AV out, and the power input. And then it's got this cool little clothing type tag on the side of it. And then on the bottom, it's got its MAC address and serial number on the bottom, so you can register your product. Then in the box, take out the packaging, and we have another box in the bottom of the box, and that is there it is. That's our power cable. That's what we're going to use to plug it into the wall. And it looks like it takes 5 volts. It's going to use about 1 amp of energy. So that's about as much as an iPhone cell phone charger. Then we open up the other side, and there are the batteries, 2 AAAs for our remote, as well as our AV cable. Now, the problem with the AV cable is you're only going to be getting standard definition. You're not going to be getting high definition, which, if you bought this, you probably want the high definition. So pause this video and go get an HDMI cable, and that's what we use to hook it up. So ta-da! We got it. This is our HDMI cable. This is what we're going to use to hook it up to the TV behind me. The HDMI cable will plug directly in the back right here, just like so. And in the same fashion, we'll hook up the power cable, and we're going to plug those both in and make those same connections in the back of the TV. Okay, so now we're going to put the batteries into the remote. Oh, the remote's got the little tag thing on the bottom. Look at that. The remote's pretty simple. You're going to see there is a Pandora, Netflix, and Crackle button, and I imagine they had some funding to do this, as well as a play, an asterisk, fast forward, rewind, a home button, and then your traditional directional pad there, as well as a back button. One interesting thing I don't see on here is a power button. Okay, there we have it. The remote's ready to go. So now we're going to go ahead and hook the Roku up. Okay, so now that we have the Roku hooked up, turned on, and our TV on as well, we've got it hooked up with the power and the HDMI. We're going to go ahead and select the input source, which we have is HDMI 1. Okay, so here is the Roku setup. This is what you're going to see the first time you plug in the Roku. So if we follow the directions here, connect to the internet, get the latest software, and activate. So let's go ahead. We'll press the OK button on the remote to continue. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and connect to my main network, which is right there. It's connecting to the wireless network. It's connecting to the local network now. And now we're online. So we're going to select continue to update to the latest software. So right now Roku is checking with its servers to make sure that we do have the latest software available for our Roku player. Okay, so now we have the Roku installed. We've got the latest software updated, and we're looking at the screen here. So it's starting up. We'll give it just a second. Okay, so now it's asking us to go online and activate our Roku. So we'll go ahead and do that now. Okay, so we went ahead and set up our account online. Now, when you go to set up your account online, it is going to ask you for billing information. Now, you can provide Roku with either a credit card or a PayPal address. Now, don't worry, they're not going to charge you anything. The reason they do this is for the convenience of purchasing premium channels and other content they'll already have that information at their fingertips. One of the nice things, you don't have to worry about anybody racking up your credit card bill or charging things to your PayPal. You can set a PIN number to restrict who's able to use your funds to purchase other channels and premium content. The sign-up process is easy. All it requires is your first, last name, and email address. Okay, it looks like we've got everything set up now. It says you're done, everything looks good. Let's start streaming. So we're going to go ahead and press OK. Okay, so here we are. We're in the main interface now where we can scroll through our different channels. We have Netflix, Amazon, Crackle, Hulu Plus, Pandora, Flickster, Newscaster, and Facebook. This is all that we have set up right now. So we'll go ahead and if we go into settings, we can take a look at all those different things. We're set up for 720p right now. We can set our audio mode. We're set on stereo. We can do a game remote pairing. We can do a screensaver, time zone and clock, check for a software update. We've already checked and we do have the latest software. Or we can do a factory reset to put everything back to the way it was when we took it out of the box. So we'll go now and check out the channel store. This is where you'll be able to buy other channels to put on your Roku. So from here, you're going to see we've got everything from featured content to new content, and even the most popular, top-rated, and top-paid content. In addition to being able to play TV and videos on here, there's also some casual gaming. You can see we've got Angry Birds, Galaga, Pac-Man, Rio HD, and You Don't Know Jack. Let's check out You Don't Know Jack. Okay, it's $4.99 to buy, so we're not going to buy that. Now, this is something I really like using on both Android and everything else. It's called TuneIn Radio. So you can literally listen to any radio from around the world. So we'll go ahead and add that. And it was that easy. Now we'll go to the channel. Okay, so it's installed TuneIn Radio, and we can link our account later. So just based on our location, it's automatically guessed what stations are closest to us and what we might be interested in watching. Or listening to, I guess, in this case. So we'll check out local radio, and we've got all these different stations we've got here. These are all our local stations in Nashville. So let's go back and check out one of the video features now that we've installed a new channel. Okay, back to the channel store. You guys may have seen this one before. It's called Twit. It's the This Week in Tech Network. So we'll go ahead and add this. We'll go ahead and get it playing here. Now it's installing the channel. Okay, so now we have the ability to select from different shows as in on demand. We can go through the different podcasts they have here, or we can go to Twit and just watch their live feed. So here it is. It was that easy. Before you know it, we have Twit Live on our Roku 2, on our TV in HD. That easy. You can pick up the Roku 2 XD from Amazon. You can check out my link on petergmcdermott.com to find out how you can get your Roku 2 XD. See you guys all online soon.